Greetings and good morning, everybody. Welcome to a terrific Tuesday, a Taco Tuesday. In fact, we are the 30th day of June, everybody, which means, July is right there. July 4th is a big day. I'm not sure you guys remember, but that's the day we have Independence Day. Yeah, 250th anniversary of the nation coming up on Saturday. Hopefully you guys get a chance to celebrate it. Tomorrow is Minions Day. Not quite the same holiday, but I'll be enjoying Minions Day. How about you? We'll talk about that as well. We got a lot of stories, including a bear video. Got a video out there. If you've noticed, we've changed our RSS feed at the top of the screen over to Market Watch to look at what's going on in the world of money, if you're interested. Warsh is the new Fed chair, making decisions there, trying to stamp out inflation. I think that's good. I think that's a good thing. You know what else I think is good is you. You all were here very early. 83 chats before we got started with all of that. The scrolling doom music that everybody loves. And Mrs. Pig Cafe, of course. And the amazing Cat Slave out there as well. Cat Slave has a sling. He got his arm in a sling. Broken arm. Ouch. That's not humorous. I mean, it was his humorous. But anyway, good to see you. And of course, we've got Longest Parsec out there as well, saying hi to Ms. Pig Cafe. Who else is joining us today? Well, Dr. Jill is out there. Got a pedicure, I saw. Yeah, broke her index toe on her right foot. Yeah. And then, the colors match the pedicure colors, I guess. That's crazy stuff. Anyway, you guys are having fun out there. Stop breaking things. Sort of Poopus Cuber, our favorite polar bear, is out there, along with Penny. We got Barry the Music Man, who already dropped a super duper sticker. And a few other folks rolling through the door, like WJB Daily. Good morning, CC and Culturians. Good morning to you. Scott Shook is out there. Ouch. I agree. Ouch. We already got generosity flowing through the chat. 5 Culture Casino memberships gifted by Texas84. And of course, our favorite, Ruby Hoove, gifting a Culture Casino membership as well. Walter Tomaszewski's in the house. We've got the lovely Bonnie Gamester. There you go. And a few other folks. It's good to see you all. Freedom Seeker, you found it here. You have all the freedom in the world. Gotta love the United States of America, which they're deciding on birthright citizenship. Can people drop anchor babies and can they be citizens? That's an interesting question. The Supreme Court's done some dumb stuff recently, so we'll see. We need to fix this country. Bad decisions from the Supreme Court. Don't do that. Definitely don't like it if anybody like KTJ writes any decision. Just not very smart. Commander Ed Straight Curve Shadow, great to see you. The lovely Juliet has returned. It's so great to see you, dear. Captain Phantom Nerd is out there. We got me and my monkey, Apex Comics, and so many more. It's good to see you all. And as I said, Penny. The Grim Dog, otherwise known as Infita. We've got Canoles out there today, and many more folks as well. Corporeal Being, Hollywood will never leer. That's right. That's what they need. They need leering problems. Remember when they had the male gaze? They don't have that anymore. Critizable, the Rainbow Knight. Good morning and good afternoon to you. Not sure where you are, to be fair, but I hope you're doing well. It's good to see you again. Cash Kester, the Schmokin' Man, is out there. Got a few other folks like the Bat Cap. A good morning to you, my friend. Still praying for you. Randall Orser here all the way from Canada, because he's a Canadian. Oh, my goodness. Look at all these great people. Jay Price is out there. One of those great avatars as well. There's Jay Price and his avatar. All right. And once again, thank you to Ruby Hoove, gifting a Culture Casino membership. Frank's here. Hey, Frank. How you doing? Nice to see all those names turn green. We got Leif Erickson out there. The very lovely Georgia Peach is out there as well. Gotta love those Georgia Peaches. And Matt G. Crouching Taylor, Hidden Swifty. And of course, everybody's favorite Clam Shack, the lovely Sherry. Hello, dear. Looking great, as always. Who else is out there? I missed somebody? If I missed you, it wasn't on purpose. Welcome. But we have to get started, so 6 minutes starts now. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, wherever you are, wherever you're watching from. Thank you for checking out the 6 Minute Daily. We have a lot to talk about, not a lot of time to do it in, 17 stories in all, including the one that we talked about a little bit yesterday, but I want to talk about this from a different perspective. We have to acknowledge that Comcast has done this already. They got rid of all the middling, failing, debt-causing things, like, and piled them all into one thing called Versant. This is a similar move. You're separating technology and distribution from the production. That's all this is. The question is, does that lead to more M&A opportunities? And will certain divisions get picked up? If anything gets bought, it's going to be the weakness of Versant. That's my opinion. I'd like to hear what you guys have to say. Director Carl Risch was sentenced to 30 months in the Netflix fraud case. He stole like $30 million, so that's a month per month. That's weird. Keanu Reeves gave him some support, but, you know, it is what it is. He didn't make the thing he was supposed to make. Take the money and run. Comcast, NBC, Universal could shape up the M&A game. Well, there you go. This is, who is this? This is a Hollywood Reporter agreeing with me. So, yeah, co-CEO Brian Roberts and Mike Cavanaugh reiterated that split isn't about a sale, but Wall Street is already thinking about that, and that's the way the investors are going to be thinking until it's like proved otherwise. So yeah, somebody could be available. We'll have to see. How Supergirl ran into kryptonite at the box office. It's going to lose $125 million. No, it's going to lose far more than that. It's probably going to lose well over $200 million, considering that we now have firm numbers on advertisement and the actual net production cost. Not to mention all the other costs that come with distributing a film. This is a $200 million loser, and it's not going to go anywhere after opening weekend. This thing is worse. It could be obviously far worse than the Marvels at $200 million. This could be worse than Morbius. Yikes. Yeah, Supergirl stinks. That's right. And consider this: the same writer who wrote it is somebody they're trying to keep around to write Wonder Woman and another film, Teen Titans. You think that's a good choice? No. This lady has no writing experience, and yet you're propping her up in 3 major $200 million plus films. One of them already failed. Why are you doing that? Why does Hollywood keep failing female superheroes? Well, because they get people who have no business writing them. Wonder Woman, the first one with Gal Gadot, was the last real shot they had at doing a good one. And even then, it kind of failed in the third act. But that was largely on the visual effects and not on any performance. So let's be honest about it. That one made money. Captain Marvel was only there benefiting from Endgame. There was no other reason to have her around or to have that do as well as it did, considering the Marvels did so poorly. Oh, there are things that do succeed and get spinoffs like SWAT. That's going to be finding their home on Starz. A lot of people be interested in Exiles, I'm sure. Taylor Sheridan is doing what he's doing purposefully, making good things and slamming studio execs. He's definitely rage-baiting critics, saying, I'm not trying to win any Emmys. I'm trying to make TV and make an awful lot of money, which he does. Plus, I think he owns that ranch. So there you go. We've got Tidal to label AI-generated music, ban royalties from AI song streams, and that's going to be happening real soon. That's going to happen in a lot of places. I think people are going to be like, yeah, that's heartless AI, soulless AI. Yeah, we're going to get to Super Chats in just a moment. So if you just dropped a Super Chat, I'll get there. Peacock ad-free tier launches on YouTube. Wow, that's right. YouTube's got primetime channels as part of the 2025 redistribution deal that's just now being executed in 2026. Wild stuff. Anyway, we've got composer John Powell talking about his Minions and Monsters score. I can't wait to hear it tomorrow. It's he says it's overwrought, overplayed, overwritten. Everything was over, he said. So I'm just kind of cranked it right up to the level that you often don't find today. And you want to be able to go and get some therapy. I'm sure the score is going to be brilliant. I'm sure he's overplaying it. There's a lot of things over in John Powell's world, but it certainly is not his career. And it certainly isn't what he creates for cinema. Backroom's extended version is coming. The 15 minutes of scenes you didn't see before will be included in the re-release. Backrooms will be getting another update. You know how you do this? Digital release. That's how it's done. these days. Colin Farrell says he's playing John Sugar was a palate cleanser for him. Yeah, after playing the Penguin and the moral ambiguity of that character, this one gets him a chance to play Sugar. I think it'll be fun. I think he'll do a good job. Supreme Court says that Fed's cook can keep her job. So apparently the only person that's protected in the federal government from the executive branch is the people in the Fed, which tells you that they don't operate within the bounds of government in the United States. They should be eliminated. I agree. WhatsApp will allow users to go by usernames instead of phone numbers going forward. That closes a privacy blind spot, one that has been exploited by bad people for a long time. Self-exiled Chinese billionaire Yao Wengui gets a 30-year prison sentence for fraud conviction. And, well, he's stuck. Can't go back. Can't go forward. Stuck here. A passenger jet reportedly hit a drone approaching New York. A helicopter had a near miss just a few hours later. How is this happening? Why are we allowing our skies to be overtaken by these things? And finally, this is a bar. This is a bear at a cookout. Marveling at... why is it not playing? I don't know. We'll have to see this in bonus time, guys. Stick around. Yeah, stick around. Let's do that right now. We'll jump right into it. I'll get to Super Chats in just a moment. I just didn't want you to miss today's bear story. A bear walks up to a sizzling barbecue and is fascinated by the cooking meat. I wanted you guys to see it, so there he is. Flames are a little high. He's just having a nice sniff there. Oh, meat. That's hot. It's far. Look at the bear. Pretty cool stuff. Thought you guys like to see it. Not sure what happened after this. They don't finish filming, so, it is what it is. So there's that over on, you can check that out over on Fox News. They had that one. I've been getting some great bear stories from Lou, but I haven't been able to put them in yet, figure out a way to do that. So we'll have more bear stories coming in here shortly, so keep an eye out every single weekday. All right, let's say hi to those of you who were generous during the course of the conversation. There were several of you. Let's double check the Super Chat log right here. And the gifties that came in as well. Texas 84 being one of those. Walter Tomaszewski dropping $1.99 to say, will Comcast retain Xfinity with this NBC Universal split? It's not like they're ditching it. They're just going to break out distribution tech from production tech. So my guess is yes. I have not gotten the full page breakdown yet, and as soon as I do, I'll definitely report that. We did get a super sticker early on from our friend Barry the Music Man. That was, I think, towards the beginning of the stream. It's possible I didn't get it captured. Was a smiling, laughing face, and I just want to say thank you for that, Barry the Music Man. Let's see. We got celebratory moments, maybe. Let's double check. I haven't seen Ms. Pick Cafe yelling at me, so maybe not. Let's see. New Celestion drivers arrived at Walter's place. That's cool. I'm not jealous at all. Davida Duckworth is out there. Celebrating Mark Carney's amazing digital circus. Ooh, watch out. God sees everything. Says, God bless our military. My veteran Air Force son and family have gone to celebrate with my son at Army Base for the 250th. Rainy weather might stop celebrations. We pray for no rain. Yeah, I'm with you. I want a celebration nationwide. The fireworks I hear are going to be amazing all around Central Florida. So just know that if you're anywhere in that area, there are extra efforts being made to appear patriotic. And of course, that's Disney. Universal Comcast is wanting to be patriotic. What happened to Disney? Nobody thinks of them. They're not a pro-American company anymore. They're very anti-American, very communist. The thing is, what happens when they realize that, people like Mamdani want to seize all of their land and repurpose it for, quote unquote, the people? Not going to go well. Wow, is Supergirl even going to make 150 million? I don't know. Here's the thing, and again, there were a lot of questions in the course of the 6 minute daily. Um, if you spent 125 to 150 million dollars in marketing budget, you're not recovering that. If you spent 187 million dollars net to produce this film, you're not recovering that. And remember, the studios only get at best 50% of box office receipts. 50%. So if the film makes 150 million, 200 million, studios only recover 100 million. How much money did they lose? 200 million plus. If the film makes 200 million, 250 million, no. This thing had to be well over 500 and 600 million, just like always, in order to look at or sniff profitability. So, in the numbers revised down, I think Az from Heel versus Babyface this morning dropped a video that I was. I don't want to talk about Supergirl anymore. I want to talk about good things because we've got Minions and Monsters coming up. Toy Story 5 is doing great. We've got more things on the way that should be good. Spider-Man Brand New Day is going to be coming out here. I think that's towards the end of July, or there's other things coming that I think will be good. I want to start talking about different things, but I'm buried in the Supergirl stuff right now, as you can see right there, because it is so bad. So yeah, is it going to make 150 million? It might. The international numbers are far worse. They had to adjust those down by 20%. That's insanity. Yeah. New York is getting what it deserves, says John Monkey. Yeah, unfortunately. I kind of feel bad, honestly. All right, what else do we have out there? I'll bet DC signed themselves into a contractual corners with these writers directors requiring a certain amount of movies over a long period of time. Well, I mean, they're trying to do the most damage to Paramount on their way out the door. But the studios in the past have demonstrated that they won't honor the contracts written by the previous regimes. We've seen that before. We've seen that go to court before. Bill Blum says the only problem with fireworks is the Greyhound launches that occur every boom. Yeah, yeah, they get a little stirred up. Oh my goodness, it's weird, but like it's funny because I get to talk about the box office regularly, and Mondays at Midnight's Edge in the morning, I'm always over there before I go over to hang out with Pro on that Park Place, and today that Park Place will be interesting. Um, we'll have to see how things go. Scott says we already have Minions in our theater ready for Thursday. Awesome. Awesome. I'm hoping to see it Wednesday tomorrow. So if not, I'll go to a preview on Thursday. Jumby says I'm in New York. I'm not looking forward to the next few years. It's going to be a little rough. 2 years of rent control. Buildings are going to be falling apart. That's not going to be fun. The common nerd. What is up, my friend? Says, I had to stop feeling bad after decades of poor choices for these cities and states. Yeah. I love your use of the word poor. Like, drunken wine mom decisions. Let's move to our own island, Jumby. Well, hey. Look, New York used to be great. I loved Manhattan. New York State, northern upstate New York used to be amazing. I don't know what happened. People lost their minds. Um, what about the? Remember the brain damage guy in the Democratic Party? What's his name? Um, Senator Sweatshirt. What's his name? Anyway, because he was like, we don't have a leader in the Democratic Party. It's TDS. He actually said that in response to a reporter questioning him. Pretty wild. I don't expect that kind of honesty, right? Yeah. Thank you for the amazing American flags. Look at that. Thank you, Dr. Joe. Jan Monroe says, I cannot buy tickets for Minions at my local theater. That stinks. What a bummer. Randall Orsa says, you can clean house, but you need new ones to replace the old. And I don't think there's anyone. Well, it could be. Fetterman, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, Fetterman is the guy that's, despite having some brain damage, speaking truth out there. For those of you on the green machine that got on top of that question fast, I appreciate it. Yeah, New York was great in the 90s, fell off after. Well, you had America's mayor clean everything up. Davina says, instead of leaving, vote Madami out. Give him the boot. Well, I think there's going to be a lot of goose stepping around that area real soon. New York City is going back to the bad 70s, early 80s. Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of. Aw, Juliet's in a floating heart. And anybody who gave memberships this morning, thank you. We are trying to get to 1,000. We fell short of the goal this month, but we'll announce official numbers tomorrow. So, but 1,000 members maintained keeps this channel afloat. It pays for the channel. It pays for the tools. It pays for what it costs keeping it out of my pocket. So, and the common nerds sent sunshine for 200 joules. Thank you to the common nerds. By the way, joules are a thing that I think only mobile platforms. So if you're on a tablet or a phone, I think that's the only way to send them. I don't think you can do it any other way. Also know that there's certain other things you can only do on the phone. So very cool. Kirunte says they will never leer. That's true. It's very true. I think that stroke Fetterman had was a factory reset. Yeah. It's kind of what I guess kind of what I had, although they still don't know what it is. No doctor. Now, mind you, I've been through all of them, like between the cardiologist and the neurologist. They have no idea what's wrong with me. What happened? They have no idea why my blood pressure decided to, set high scores at the hospital. They don't know. It's possible it was processed food because I was eating a lot of ham. I was eating bacon. Could have been all the nitrates triggered something. I don't know. Of course, I don't do that anymore. But ham was a snack. I didn't realize just how highly processed it was because I'd been trying to get away from that forever. I've been off of seed oils. I'm now completely off of seed oils. None at all. Hey, Juliet sent a silver star. There you go. Leif Erickson sends a thumbs up for 10 joules. Thank you for that. Amazing stuff. Yeah. Yeah, Bill Blum says, for those of us on a decidedly non-mobile thing. Well, I mean, here's the thing that they're doing this with the mobile folks. 50% or over 50% of YouTube viewership, if you guys were curious, is on TV. That's on Stevie the TV. If you know that reference, let me know. Squid jerky for a healthier snack. I just eat the jerky. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you something. One of my friends and one of the best moderators on the platform, Eric K, makes amazing homemade jerky. I trust the jerky. He sends me pictures of when he makes the jerky. So, yeah. And, yeah, but I haven't had anything like that in a long time. Everything is 100% or as much as 100% as you can do when you have to go to a butcher to get meat. But in-house, no. Juliet's headed out. Thank you, young lady, for everything that you do. Jumbie says without voter ID, there may be no way to vote him out. That's true. Let's see. Jared's here. What's up? Don't think New York City will be able to get rid of Mondami if it's anything like California at this point. Yep. It'll take national elections sweeping and massive fraud investigations. Yeah, recall elections are very expensive. I don't know if New York has enough people voting for their betterment at the moment. Well, 40% of people in New York City specifically are not American citizens. And if you're allowing them to vote, you're screwed. Because you still have all the young people that have not had any life experience and don't understand that most of what they were taught at higher education levels was malarkey. They will never lear. There you go. Jeff says that new RCP goals this month. What an increase. Yeah. Yeah. I'm still trying to figure out what happened at Green Machine, to be fair. But I understand they only want to like support creators who actually like make things for them. That makes sense. One Punch Man Tolkien fan in the house. Good to see you, Fred. Good to see you. Hardest thing with patella break. Man, you guys are breaking crazy stuff. I can't go. You can't go make your own coffee. I'm dying here. Anyone ever order for home delivery from Starbucks? Doesn't that cost like $20 just for the delivery fee? My goodness. You got to have a friend like me that would like bring over a pot. Come on, God sees everything. I'm sorry you're suffering. I know what that's like. I went 5 days without coffee. What a nightmare. That's right. Culture did not consult Dr. Beat. Get on your feet. Gloria Estefan and the Miami Sound Machine. Man, she was something special. Still is. Get up and make it happen. Jan Monroe, people want everything to be fair. Yeah, life's not fair. You're not born with the same level of intellect. You're not born with the same kind of hair follicles. Let me tell you. It's a complaint I hear a lot. You have so much hair. Yes. I wish I had your hair. Oh, you don't. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying. But you can't send memberships from an iPhone? Really? That's weird. Is that because they're trying to avoid the Apple tax? That would be my guess. Why do I look fuzzy, or is it my glasses? Clean your glasses, Culture. It's not working. What is happening? Come here. Making me bigger work. I don't know. my my screen is only 5K 50. Well, there you go. A 50-inch. Ah, fair enough. Hey, 50 inches plenty. CC, you are jerky. Thank you, Barry. Yeah, I'm watching on TV and chatting on the phone. And that's the other thing. You know, a lot of people do that. It's a two-screen experience, the tube is. Speaking of two-screen experiences, Andy Masterson is in the house today. The most talented man on the internet. He makes action figures. Even a couple of yours truly. That's right. Can you get... Okay, so original Beach Punk version, I've seen. I've seen Hobo Gandalf version, although I haven't actually seen it in person. And then there's a superhero version of me, which is insane. And I'm all for you starting a GoFundMe or whatever, or whatever, Give, Send, Go, whatever those are. I think you should be making action figures. I think that's your calling, Andy. I did my own ham from pigs. That makes sense. I raised, and it was very good. Yeah, and then it's not processed with meat glue and other things. We got to do better, guys. Gets to do better. Corporeal Being is saying venison jerky is better than Popeye's chicken. Believe that. Dried squid is a nice snack. Man, some of the stuff in Japan. Oy. Yeah, if he passes this law, it won't survive scrutiny in the courts. You're violating all kinds of things there. Barry's sneezing his head off right now. Yep, me too. I'm congested this morning. Hoot Owl says, coffee crisis, activate the grinder. That's right. I mean, I'm trying to finish up my coffee. Today's show is going to be shorter than normal. Normally, the 6-minute daily can be up to an hour or longer. Yesterday, it was longer. Today, we're going to be a little shorter because I got a lot of stuff to get done today. So, what else? We got great folks out there. Yeah, Dr. Zhivago, that's a problem. Tender Warrior has entered the chat. Good to see you. We got James Dosher out there. What's up, my friend? I hope you're writing. JPR PH1, men and women's sports ban upheld. Of course. Birthright citizenship, EO, struck down by SCOTUS. That's a problem. Amy Comey Barrett's not really a conservative. And for being all pro guns, we don't have our gun rights restored. Flying blind on a rocket cycle for $1.99 says, good day, all. Good day to you, my friend. Let's see if I can hit a thumbs up there and a heart there. All right. And holy cow, the lovely lady herself. Apollome's Minion drops 5 Cults Casino memberships. Thank you, young lady. Please keep doing what you're doing. Getting us stuff we need every week. I appreciate it. Uh-oh, Ms. Pick Cafe will not be in her normal seat for 2 weeks. Starting next week, I'll be away for 2 weeks. Okay, well, thank you for letting me know. I hope you have a great vacation, as Canole says. But I will miss you. I'll miss you because I appreciate you being out there all the time. Culture Casino from Rebecca Gold, our good friend in the UK. Ian, are you all right, man? There's a lot of bad things happening in your country, and I hate it for you. But I do love Rebecca Gold. Go check out the Rebecca Gold YouTube channel, y'all. For £5 sterling, this is proper money. This is proper money. Saying, I still have a chip you gave me. Wow, you're shaved the beard. Thank you. Keep up the great streams, mate. No, you keep up the good work. You keep making good content. You keep making us movie, TV/quality stuff. We don't get enough of the quality stuff. And the fact that the fact that you're able to do it, I appreciate, especially when I know the costs over there are so much more expensive. You're a good man. I'd like to hang out with you guys again. Why do you Brits stop hanging out with me? What happened? And am I persona non grata now? Is that what it is? I'm glad you still have your chip, though. Once again, thank you to Apollo Muse Minion in Texas 84 this morning for the big gifties. Much appreciated. The name's going green. I was going to say the lovely Davinia or Davina Duckworth, but it was actually Dean Krantz talking to Davina, saying it requires less coffee grounds. 2 scoops of grounds will make a half gallon of cold brew, and yes, higher caffeine content per scope. Yeah, I like cold brew. I've got iced coffee in front of me, homemade. Belated greetings to the Culture Club, says 11 Alpha. It's fine. ACB ended up being a big disappointment. Yep. I was hoping with that last name it'd be good. Because it reminds me of a really nice long gun. Barrett rifle. Hoshi's in the house. Good to see you. God sees everything. Did you just say the Citizen Rights Act didn't hold up? I'm saying that the executive order from President Trump is that didn't hold up. The court struck it down. Yeah, you have to ban pregnant birthing persons from ever coming into the country. Chinese are notorious for doing this. There's a whole industry based on it. Yes. Zax, isn't she lovely? I'm also lovely. That's true. I never see you anymore either. You're always at the Circle of Jerks or something. But it's good to see you, Zax. Hope you're doing well, man. Starmer put you on the no-fly list. Too much free thought, apparently. Oh, boy. Trying to catch up with y'all because I need to round out, get us going. Yeah, this is why trying to legislate through EO doesn't work. Yeah, you have to whip that Congress into shape to get anything done. And they're going to need to do that now, which it basically, withholding something that would be a win for both sides, like the bill on housing, by not signing it, sticking it in his pocket vetoing it, saying, you want this signed. You want this signed, you're going to have to pass the SAVE Act. Texas 84 says the China birthing is already being addressed. That's good to know. Hoshi says, that said, gardening warning. Know how to ID giant hogweed. Ooh. It's an invasive. Report to the local authorities. Its sap causes burns and light exposure. And some idiots will intentionally plant it. Why? I would never. I research plants. You guys should research your plants. You should know what you're making. Start first in controlled situations. All right, folks, we're going to get out of here early today. We're going to get out of here early today. So you're automatically, if you're on the tube side of the equation, being redirected to the pro show, which will start in about 35 minutes. You're also be on the green side. I don't know where you're going. I don't know if Ms. Pick Cafe has already decided where to go. And yeah. So on that note, DJ Ronnie G's. A good thing I set my VCR. Well, I'm glad you did. So you guys are absolutely the best. Thank you so much for being here today. And as always, be sure to take care of yourself, take care of others, and until next time, Hobo Gandalf.